Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty season 1, episode 8. Today I'm gonna try to watch 2 episodes. I just saw, that I have 4 episodes to finish the season 1, and I decided to react to this show, okay, because you guys, you chose it on Patreon, but discovering it, with the first episodes, I had some doubts about reacting to the entire show or not, because, it's episodes, like one episode, one story, and they are not connected with each other, they are not consequences between episodes and with no real evolutions for the characters. Like, I don't care and I don't mind if it's a show that I'm watching on my own, for myself, but for making reaction videos about it, like, I'm not sure. It's fun to watch this show and I love it, and you can see it's working so well on me. I'm losing a lot of times watching it. But really, for making reaction videos about a show for more than one season, I think that I need more. I need really things to talk about, in intros and reviews, that it's that on my channel. Okay, the reaction part, but also intros and reviews for me to make series, to analyze the show, how it's done and all. And even if for Rick and Morty I can talk about the references, the cultural references, all of what they are talking about, what they are denouncing, also the stuff about our societies and stuff like that. But one season, I think that it's enough. So if I'm watching 4 episodes today, that's it, that's the end of my binge watching of this show, and I'm not prepared for that. I don't know how to say it, I didn't know it, so maybe I'm just gonna watch 2 episodes and I'm gonna leave the 2 next episodes, last episodes of the season 1, and that I'm gonna react to for tomorrow, like just to wait a little and to be prepared to say goodbye to this show. It's really something with me, like I need to prepare myself to say goodbye to a show, even if I think that I'm gonna watch the next seasons, but on my own. It's not something that I can do just like that, to say goodbye to a show on my channel. And I think, for the schedule, I think that Rick and Morty, at least for Patreon, it lasted really for the summer, like we spent July and August with Rick and Morty. So I think that it's cool also to have that little thing between us for the summer, that little thing, that little fun thing that we shared together for the summer. Really, like a show that we watched together, we had fun, we lost, and we didn't analyze it that much and all, like really a light reaction binge watching for the summer. I think that it was fun also to do that for you guys. Oh, I'm losing my hair, like really, I'm an old person. I'm sorry. It's also because of the temperatures. I think that you can see with my outfit, and also because of how much I'm complaining in each video that it's really hot in France still now. It's still the canicule, it's still annoying me. Like, okay, I'm a south girl, okay, but I prefer autumn and temperatures like that, like which are going down a little. Like right now it's too much for me. I can't breathe normally. All of that to say that I'm gonna watch only 2 episodes today. Like you care. About my schedule or not. I think that you care about the fact that I'm gonna react only to one season. But if I'm watching the rest of the seasons on my own, maybe at the end of the season 3 I'm gonna be like, oh no, in fact I want to watch the next seasons with you guys, and in fact you're gonna have a real gap between the last episode of the season 1 and in fact I'm gonna react to the first episode of the season 4 on my channel, and no, you're never gonna see the reaction videos of the episodes between. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, how it's gonna happen. For sure, the season 1, you're gonna have all of the reaction videos about it. For sure, it's gonna be like that, like I'm gonna end my reaction videos with the end of the season 1. And maybe one day you're gonna see Rick and Morty coming back like that on my channel, but with a little gap between episodes. I don't know what the last episode was about, so I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I just want to say that yes, I would want for this show to make consequences between episodes, or at least to make references to their own episodes. Like, I really hope that at some point we're gonna have a little reference about the fact that Morty is a dad. You know, that at some point we are gonna see his son coming back like that, and even if it's just for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you know, a little reference about it. The fact that we left also the other reality dying like that, like I'm still not over it. Again, I want a little reference about it in one of the next episodes, even if it's not during this season. Like, just a little thing when they're gonna travel between realities, just we're gonna go into this reality and we're gonna see the family again, even if it's just for 5 seconds. I would want that. If they would do that, I think that the show would benefit of it. Like, okay, it's great to make one episode, one story, and to have fun during these episodes, and it's okay to not make development for the characters, but if you are making references about our societies, about cultural things, to make references about your own show into your show, I think that it would be great. Like, the show would be even better with that. Don't you think? I don't know. Okay, stop. I'm gonna stop this intro right now, which is really too long to say just a little. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, we have 3 episodes of advance, I think, for Rick and Morty, and we've extended our 4 reaction parts. For now, I only put extended reaction parts. Maybe before the end I'm gonna put 4 ones, but I can't promise that to you. Check the description each time to know what reaction part I put on my Patreon. It's the best way to support me, my Patreon, because I'm a little reactor, so YouTube is not really considering me, because it's the summer, so a lot of people are leaving my channel and my Patreon, and even more because I finished Attack on Titan on my channel, so people left it. I totally understand that, it's totally logic, but because of that, you know, it's a little rough for me right now, so if you want to support me, it's on my Patreon, even if it's just for 1 month, you know, you can leave after that. It's already great. Like, if all of you would go on my Patreon to support me just for 1 month and then leave, guys, I would be okay for entire months, you know, after that, if all of the person on my channel would go for only 1 month on my Patreon. So, if you are thinking about it, just think about it a little more. And if you can't, I totally understand, and you can still just subscribe, like, comment, share, that kind of stuff. It's also helping me. At least I hope that at some point it's gonna help me on my channel to grow and stuff like that. Let's go for this episode.
Cynthia.
Ah! The Bachelor?
I told you! Not marry me. I choose Veronica. What? Why would he choose Veronica?
You are watching this really as a family thing?
You show us your concept of good TV, and we'll crap all over that.
Thought you'd never ask.
Hey!
Nah!
So electrons across dimensions, 20% accurate as usual, Morty.
You're beginning to be clever,
Morty.
Morty.
Package with programming from every conceivable reality.
Different. We're both corn of action. Yeah.
Can we see your family into the other reality during that moment?
Spent 3 months watching a man choose a fake wife. A violent antique show.
Ah!
It's a pleasure to have you. The pleasure's all mine.
Letterman from a timeline where Jerry's famous. I don't remember the channel.
Go back!
Yes, it was what?
True. Oh my god! Dad's in Cloud Atlas! How is this possible?
Infinite timeline's infinite possibilities, including a timeline where Jerry's a movie star. Look,
Nah.
I just want to know who could have done something like this. It's a travesty. I did. See this knife and all the blood on it? Here's my fingerprints. Sentence you to life in prison. Here's the weapon, and cuff me. Thank you very much. Sentence to murder. Here, these scan your retinas and let you view parallel timelines through genetically matching versions of your eyes. Go fetch.
Ladies first.
Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo.
Now, it's a little like into Daria's television program that they created for it. It was what? Crazy World. I'm gonna put it right there.
I hope aren't too low. I can't see a thing, and also I can't feel anything either. Did I mention that? But that's not as catchy.
Bye bye.
It's having X in your eyes, so I never know what's going on. Am I standing, sitting? I don't know.
Are we sure we want to do this?
You're really watching that a man dying in front of you.
I love cocaine with you. Whoa, I love doing cocaine with you too, Johnny Depp.
It's Johnny Depp!
Time on you. I'm performing surgery.
Again.
But not on a horse, on a human.
That's great, Beth. You always wanted to be a real surgeon.
Ah!
I don't see anything. Well, you should select a different timeline. I mean, if your father and I achieved our dreams, there's a chance you weren't even born.
That was really your dream to take cocaine with Johnny Depp?
We're playing Yahtzee. Yahtzee's fun.
Light, it's right, and it's sneezy, deezy, deluxe.
Okay.
It's in theaters now, coming this summer. Two brothers in a van, and then a meteor hit, and they ran as fast as they could. A giant tornado. And that's when things got knocked into 12th gear. A
Too much, no?
Armada, or bet your bottom dollar that these two brothers know how to handle business.
I love that.
In alien invasion, who are just regular
Was it
running
to make fun of that alien
and all sorts of
versus...
things, the movie.
Ah, I can't remember. Again, I'm gonna put it right there. My memory this morning, not so great.
Now that you know you could have had it better, you resent me for holding you back.
No, summer.
You've been thinking, what if that loser Jerry hadn't talked me out of the abortion? Well, now you know. You'd be a doctor. Whoop-de-doo. You'd also be drinking
You
wine
said what?
alone, and I'd be on DiCaprio's yacht, banging Kristen Stewart.
You thought about getting an abortion? Everyone thinks about it.
You can think about it, but saying it to your daughter, no.
Parents that force themselves to be together instead of being happy.
Whoa. L'assurance tout risque. But a new version of it.
Might be the best day of my life. So now what do we do?
Well, I'm leaving. You can't leave. You're 17. Yeah, and I'm not pregnant. I'm gonna have better judgment than you guys had at my age.
Oh,
I don't know. Do something with turquoise.
you don't have a big imagination, summer.
A piece of toast.
Now really inventing anyone on this show. Can they talk?
Hole in the wall where the men can see it all. Bobby Moynihan.
You're supposed to mock who?
Moynihan and piece of toast hate each other. On down to real fake doors. That's us. Fill a whole room up with them. See, watch. Check this out. Won't open. Won't open. Not this one. Hey, wait a minute, Rick. What? I thought this was a commercial. See, oh, that must be where he lives. Okay. Huh. Making himself a sandwich now?
It's a TV reality show.
Made a sandwich? Peanut butter and jelly? Still here? Still selling fake doors? What? Oh my god, it's still the commercial. Yeah, and don't even... Alright, I'm bored. Change it. Wait, Rick, give it a second thought. That's our slogan. See it on the bottom of the screen below our name? Here's another slogan. Okay, you can change it. Don't even worry about it. Oh, I hate my mom and unsaved.
It's Garfield?
Yeah, Rick, that's pretty cool. It's just like Garfield, only instead it's Gazorpazorp. Where those sex robots came from.
Ah! What I said in intro, finally a reference to another episode.
Man, woman, and now trunk men. We know science has created men that have a trunk that allows them to have sex with both male and...
You, I know you.
Oh, hello, Miss Strawberry Sniggles. Oh, I hope nobody ever gets my hands on me and tries to steal my Strawberry Sniggles. Then they'll be in my stomach and nobody will ever be able to eat them. Except for me, because they're going to be all inside my stomach.
We've got it.
Oh, now they're all resting comfortably in my stomach. Oh, am I feeling good? No, get away from me. Get away from me. Strawberry Sniggles.
Eh? Just to have them?
My entrails are out. Why would you even want to eat these?
It's how good they are, you know?
Oh my god, I see demons! I see demons! Look how much he's ripped! Oh my god!
It's a little extreme,
Pretty
no?
hardcore stuff. Morty, I mean, you want to sell boxes of cereal, you gotta pump the gas a little, pedal to the metal, Morty. And that's when real turbulent juice is coming, and you gotta take care of it. With turbulent juice, no room is safe from the turbulent power.
Ah!
Turbulent juice.
I'm sure that all of these commercials and all, there are references to commercials that you had in the US during that period of time. I don't have all of these references, but still, it's fun. And I can take it to some French references, you know, in fact.
What about this? It's the crow. Working on the killer, running real quick. Baby legs, here we go! I'm coming, baby legs. I'm regular legs. We got it. Thanks, Chief. Now get the fuck out of here. Pretty cool, huh, Morty? Oh, I thought it was cool.
Where is
What
Morty?
do you think, Jerry? Hey, you doing okay? I kind of know how you feel.
Too many clothes, summer, like really, your backpack is gonna be too heavy.
Can I show you something?
Morty, no offense, but a jar of meat you made when you were 8 isn't gonna make me feel like less of an accident.
That out there, that's my grave. On one of our adventures, Rick and I basically destroyed the whole
A
world.
reference
So
to
we
one of
failed
the
on that
previous
reality.
episodes,
We
the
came
one
to
that I
this one,
mentioned.
Because in this one, the world wasn't destroyed, and we buried ourselves and we took their place. And every morning, Summer, I eat breakfast 20 yards away from my own rotting corpse.
Oh, it's so good! I talked about it in the intro since episode.
Trust when he says don't run. Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
What are the kiddies to do but bond
Don't
together
eat.
and work as a team? Mrs. Sullivan, please forgive me for being forward. This fall, sparks will fly.
Mrs. Sullivan.
Oh no! The dead lady controlled by cats.
Last will and testament out. Weekend at Dead Cat Lady's house, too.
Well, somebody in Hollywood just lost their job.
Written and directed by Jerry Smith.
And directed that? News. Academy Award-winning actor Jerry Smith is leading police on a slow-speed pursuit after suffering an apparent breakdown. Don't even think about it.
Well, I mailed it. There's surgeon. A human surgeon. Yay.
But you're living all alone with your bird? The reality in which...
Jerry?
Been in love with you since high school. I hate acting. I hate cocaine. I hate Kristen Stewart. I wish you hadn't gotten that abortion. I've never stopped thinking about what might have been.
It's sweet in a way! It's weird. It was this show, it's weird. Being successful, it's not good for you guys. Being together, it's better. One of you told me that at the end of each episode, in fact, there is a little scene, hidden scene. I didn't know that. I'm gonna watch it now. I don't know what I can do to watch the other ones. I think that I'm gonna watch them on my own. I don't think that it would be clever to watch them now because they are surely related to the other episodes, so it would be weird.
Hamster and butt world weather is done, and now it's sports time coming up.
Oh, hello there.
Where are you?
So the hamsters live inside the rectums of those people?
Yes.
We're just gonna go there so you idiots can ask your stupid questions all day.
Don't go there.
Vacation!
Me? Ah! Guys, I told you that during the intro, and I think that it's something that I'm talking about since 2 or 3 episodes now, the fact that I thought that, okay, you can't make consequences for one episode in another one in the next ones, because for a show like that it would be too difficult. They are exploring so many extreme stuff into each episode that if really they are keeping everything, they are making consequences for everything in each episode, like it's gonna finish like the end of the show, it's really the end of the season 1. Like you can't go really far with that into a show like that. But I thought, and I told you, that it would be interesting to make little references about previous episodes in some episodes, that it would help, you know, the show to be even better, to say that still episodes are related with each other, that even if a little reference of 1 or 2 seconds, it would be something great. I mentioned the fact that Morty has a son, I mentioned that other reality in which everything is destroyed, like 2 things which could be great to keep as something, you know, for next episodes, little references like that to make 2 seconds would be great. They did it! They did it during this episode, and the 2 things that I mentioned, I mean, not Morty's son, we didn't see him, but I'm not giving up on seeing him at some point, but at least that particular episode with these persons, all of that, with the Garfield thing, and also for more than 5 seconds and for a real thing, because it's the resolution, you know, the conclusion of this episode, how they are solving this issue with Summer who wanted to escape, to run away. The thing about the reality, the fact that the Rick and Morty who are right there are not the ones from that reality, the ones from that reality died, and these ones that are coming from another reality. The fact that you are seeing it, showing it, it's so cool, it's making a reference from another episode, but the fact that you are using it to resolve an issue, it's even better, and I didn't expect it at all. It's really cool. I love that. See, it's making me love the show even more because it's helpful and it's also fun, and it's making references, you know, that the viewer can get sometimes even before the characters, so it's really cool. I love it. All of these commercials, all of these movies, all of these TV shows, they were fun, and I think that I had the references, you know, of 70% of them, but a lot of them, you know, sounded, I mean, were made really, I think, for US viewers, and were real references to commercials, movies and TV shows that you guys on screen during that period of time. So I can get a lot of them because I still have a lot of references to US stuff, like all of the shows, I think that I've got them. But some other references, like that guy who presented that, not David Letterman show, because it was on another reality, so it was another guy. But I think that that guy, that TV host, he was supposed to represent someone in our reality, and I didn't get, you know, who it was. And other stuff like that, like, I think, you know, that the alien thing, I think that l'assurance tout risque, I don't know the name of this show in English, but all of these things, I've got them, I've got the references, but other ones, like the Fake Doors commercial, I don't have the reference of that. I don't know. But it was fun because right there, it was truly Rick and Morty, the show mocking things from our societies, you know, cultural things, and they did that before, but they did it more like one at a time, and they are really taking it for making an entire episode. Right there, they are putting so many references into only one episode. It's almost like the writer saying, we can't make an entire episode about that, but we're gonna put it into the same episode, in fact. That's what we want when we are watching a show like that, to enjoy ourselves with crazy lines and crazy jokes, but also to have things which are mocking, which are criticizing our societies, stuff that we are doing. So it was really cool to have all of that in just one episode. For what is happening, you know, like Rick and Morty, they are not living really an adventure during this episode, they are just watching television. But for what's happening with Summer, the mom and the dad, don't ever say to your kid that you thought about having an abortion about him or her. It can destroy, you know, his or her mental health for entire years, for all of his or her life, so don't do that, please. But yes, you can think about it, it's okay, but don't say it to your kid. The fact that into that other reality, okay, they had a successful lives, but at the end, they were sad and unhappy and they still wanted to be together, and the fact that in the reality in which they are together, they're happy and it's better. I love that conclusion. At least for them, you know. Because since the beginning of this show, in fact, a lot of times the writer, they created a lot of situations for them to divorce. I'm not still okay with that episode in which the mother, she wanted to be with Mystics? You know, the blue creatures. I'm still not over that episode, you know. So it's cool almost for the writers to say, okay, they're arguing a lot and maybe we tried to make them divorce a lot, but at the end, see, they are meant to be together. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now and I'm gonna watch one more episode today. That's gonna be cool. So it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?